Hey everybody, I'm here today with the lovely Leslie Disher.
Hello, good to be back.
I know, I'm so excited about this. She is one half of the amazing duo behind Large Marge, my favorite pop-up restaurant.
Yes.
And what I love about this churro cake is that it is just so popular. People cannot get enough of it.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for that, because it is a cake made of churros. We did 2 previous videos, I don't know if you guys saw, but we did a video showing how to make churros and how to make pralinella, which is like your amazing praline Nutella.
It's kind of the secret ingredient in the churro cake.
It's necessary. So those 2 elements are going to be used in today's video. So make sure to check out those videos if you want to find out how to make that. But today we're going to show how to make the base cake and then how to build everything.
Great.
And I love this cake too because we're going to do it in little 6-inch tins and it's going to be 3 layers. So it's going to look very epic.
Yes.
So this is enough for either 3 6-inches or I'd say about like 2 8-inches probably.
Yeah. Or you can do a half sheet pan.
Exactly,
also.
1/2 sheet pan, which is how for parties you guys have served them in the past. But I'm so excited. All right, well let's get whipping this up.
All right, let's go.
This is the magic ingredient.
Brown butter.
Brown butter, but
Yes.
whenever I've done brown butter on the channel, everyone's seen it, it's always melted. It's always just melted butter and then the particles become browned. Leslie went another step
further.
It's amazing. She then chilled that melted butter and then whipped it together.
I just throw it in the KitchenAid, whip it up.
Yeah, and now you have this like glorious, like spreadable brown butter, which is just mind-blowing.
Which everybody should really just have in their fridge at all times.
I can't believe that I didn't think to do this before.
Yeah,
It's insane.
good.
Well, so what is this basic cake? I mean, it seems pretty simple.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. There's maybe a little bit more fat than a normal cake, but we've got our brown butter, about a stick.
Yeah, like 4 ounces.
Yeah, about a cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of brown sugar that we will cream together. 2 eggs and 2 yolks, 1/4 cup of grapeseed oil, and a teaspoon of vanilla.
And I'll just mix together all the dry ingredients,
Yeah.
And this is where we just start alternating everything.
So we've got our flour. I use all-purpose flour.
Yeah, it's like a cup and a third.
So we're gonna add a teaspoon of baking powder, and then a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon.
Fantastic.
And we will alternate that with some milk.
Yeah, so we have like about 1 cup of milk.
Yeah.
And then we just repeat this back and forth until it's done.
Yeah, like 2 to 3 times.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and just make sure that you scrape down in between. I can't stress that enough. You want everything to be mixed.
No, you don't want any clumps of anything.
Yeah.
All right, so the batter is done.
It's done.
Oh, it smells so good. And so now we're just gonna pop it into the little cake tins.
Yes.
What's the oven preheated at?
Oven is 350.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long do these little guys take?
You know, you would think they wouldn't take long, but they take about 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you want it to be a nice golden brown, spring back to the touch, kind of pull away from the sides.
Yeah, toothpick test type thing.
Yes.
Awesome.
All right.
And if you were to do like a sheet pan, would it be just a little bit longer?
Yeah. Every oven's different, obviously, but you know, just look for that nice golden brown color.
Oh, wow, this looks beautiful.
All
All
right.
right, so I just want to do about a third, right?
Yeah.
And then just spread it a teeny bit?
Yeah, you know what I do with the little guys, actually, is I just...
Or that.
don't get another utensil dirty.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
That looks pretty even. So then, let's see if I can do the...
Do it. Yeah, there you go. Take it around.
Awesome. Oh, and I should mention that we grease these pans down.
Yes.
So they are greased.
Very important.
Definitely grease them up. All right, cool. We'll just pop these in the oven and then we'll have a cake.
Yes.
I'm excited about that.
Oh.
It's happening. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. We will explain this later, but our cakes are cooled, and so they're completely ready to decorate, and they look amazing. So right now we're gonna work on the sort of, I guess, it's a chocolate frosting, but it's really different.
It's a Mexican chocolate frosting.
Yeah.
You know, we add cinnamon to it. So we've got our ingredients here. We've got our butter, 3 sticks of butter.
Definitely room temp.
Yes, room temperature. We've got our powdered sugar with about a teaspoon of cinnamon and what was that?
Like a cup and a half.
Yeah, a cup and a half. So we're gonna cream those 2 together really well. And once those are blended, we are going to add our heavy cream, about 2 tablespoons, with a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then we have some melted dark bittersweet chocolate and white chocolate. So, look at that.
Oh, gorgeous.
I'm gonna do 1 more scrape just to get all that chocolate. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but we also add some salt in there. Salt is really important.
All right, and now to decorate our very epic cake.
Yay!
So let's talk a little bit about what we have here, because we have obviously the Mexican hot chocolate or Mexican chocolate frosting. We have the churros.
The churros, freshly fried.
Exactly, so good. We made that in another video, so check that out. These are the churro crunchies.
Yes, if you have extra churro dough when you're frying, we like to just pipe it all into the pot, and it almost makes a funnel cake. Take it out, cool it, and then with your hands, just break it up into little pieces, and then toss it with some cinnamon sugar and throw it in the oven at 300 degrees and let it caramelize, get nice and toasty, crunchy. And then we use this as a filling in our cake to give it a little crunch, a little texture.
It's really nice.
Yeah. This cake is really moist in itself already, but we like to, you know, just
go big.
Play it safe, with all of our cakes, we do a soak, usually milk-based. And depending on what, you know, the flavor of the cake is, we might add a little something. For this one, it's cinnamon, so I just put in, you know, about a half teaspoon of cinnamon. Shake it up, and we'll just use a pastry brush. And before we add the frosting and other components, we'll just do a little dab on each layer.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a great trick. So if you if you're making a cake for an event and you want it to stay moist, you just do a little milk soak.
Exactly.
That's great.
Yeah, or if you bake your cake a couple minutes too long, it's a little dry,
and you're just like,
you can save it.
That's great.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
And the last ingredient for topping off this gorgeous cake is the pralinella.
Pralinella.
So good. And so this is the praline spread that we actually showed how to make in another video. It's basically toasted pecans, maple syrup, caramelized white chocolate, lots of amazing stuff, and then just pureed into this gorgeous spread.
Yep.
This is fantastic.
Yeah, that's a surprise there.
So I don't think people imagine really what goes into a professional pastry chef level cake. And that's what we're doing today, and it's awesome.
A lot of components.
But the cool thing too is that if someone didn't want to have to do all these components, you can kind of like simplify it a little bit. You could just do the cake with just the chocolate frosting, or do like fold the pralinella into like a regular buttercream frosting.
I mean, you could basically make 5 different desserts with all these, you know, different
Or you could just eat any of them separately and they're fine. I've tested that. All right, cool. So show me, how do we basically get going on the cake decorating process?
So let's start with, the bottom layer. We're gonna do our milk soak first. So if you wanna just give that a good shake. I got that cinnamon. And then I would just do kind of a dab.
So like that?
Yeah, you don't have to be that timid, but we're gonna do our pralinella.
Okay.
Yes. So why don't we do,
like that much?
Yeah.
Okay.
We might do a little bit more, but let's start with that.
And then this is, if you like
spread.
Baking cakes, an offset spatula, it's always a good idea.
Yes.
Just makes your life a lot easier. Because you could do this with a butter knife, but the little offset is really what makes the difference. And now crunchies?
Yep, we do the crunchies.
Okay.
Go ahead, sprinkle liberally.
Love it.
And then we top that with the chocolate frosting.
What I love about the frosting is, I mean, for me, I'm actually so used to having frosting be a lot looser. I'm kind of thinking I've been doing it wrong this whole time. Because I just love how, I mean, this is just such a gorgeous texture.
Isn't it nice?
But I feel like, so for this kind of frosting though, do you have to be aware of heat?
Definitely.
Okay.
You know, it's a little, it can be loose in the heat. But
It's not nuclear frosting.
Yeah. It's not buttercream, it doesn't have, you know, the cooked syrup in there. So.
Right.
And then we're ready for layer 2.
Layer 2.
All right, so final layer time.
This looks amazing. I love how heroic it is.
All right, one last little soak, I'll let you do that.
Okay.
And then we top it with a little bit more of this Mexican chocolate frosting.
Gorgeous.
And then our favorite part will be topping it with the churros.
Amazing. And that's how it just really is, like, boom, churro cake.
Yeah.
This frosting is so fun. You mentioned a special swoop. I want to see that in action.
You know, on the top, I like to have fun. I like to do like a sexy little swirl here, so.
Ooh. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Do you just do that for hours?
Yes.
All right, so now it's time for the like tower of churros.
Yes, you ready?
Yes, so how do we build, is there like a...
So, you know, if you want, you can go start around. I like to just make a big mound
I
on
like
top.
the mound in the middle.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like building like a campfire.
I was just gonna say that.
Well, I said it, so too bad. I think one more, and then that looks pretty spectacular. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for showing me how to make, this is my favorite cake. I've been kind of obsessed with it for a very long time, and now I know, and now everyone knows how to make it. And if you do dare to make it, I want to see photos.
Yes.
You need to, like, please tag both of us in it. And all of Leslie and Large Marge's information will be in the description below, so please give them some love, say hey. The food they make is amazing.
Thank you.
And if you are in LA, please come to a pop-up. I will be there gorging myself.
It's lots of delicious food. We're working on new cakes also, so after you master this,
the next one.
Else.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much.
You.
Yeah, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.